Welcome to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. I'm back. Yeah, I got fined and suspended for too much profanity. Yes, self-imposed penalty as well. I don't curse like that, do I? Nah. In real life, I do, a little bit. Away from the itty bitties, but around grown folks, I talk that gangster. But yesterday, or what was it, 2 days ago, I had to talk that gangster because I use profanity in a public platform as a weapon. Yes, a weapon of emphasis, and I had to go there. Y'all know the topics. When these cats talk out of bounds on these players, I'm coming back for the players since they can't talk for themselves. Not fully. All right, so welcome to Never Shut Up. Y'all happy now? All right, we back. Took a lot of money out of me, too. Hey, let's get into this, man. Let's learn some life lessons and talk through sports and entertainment and cover the media like the media covers everyone else. Rah! But before we do that, yesterday I was in the community, and today I'm in the community today. I'm going to see Long Beach. I'm going to Strong Beach. I'm going out to Snoopville. Help out those little kids at the high school. So you know what to do. Support the itty bitties out there and the message that they need to hear, not the ones they're hearing all the time. You leave a monthly donation, this book will be yours. You leave your email, I love you. You leave your email and any type of donation, I love you more. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about what my boy Emmanuel Acho. Y'all remember him? I do. Ain't talked to him in a while. I wonder why. Anyway, man, Emmanuel Acho still talking that talk, still in my Wileyisms, doing what he do. Nothing but love for my dog. All right, so he was talking about LeBron James, and LeBron James, has made some headlines out there because LeBron James was serving two gods, as they would say. LeBron James got a little conflicted in his roles, as we all witnessed. So first I want to put up what LeBron James said in response to everybody grading his son, which, I don't know, if you're playing sports, especially nowadays, your ass getting graded. I don't care if you're itty bitty. My son is 8 years old. His league keeps stats. His league keeps records. And let me just tell y'all, he only played 1 year in this league so far. Our second season starts in a couple weeks. He got like almost all the records. He was out there eating, y'all. Humbly I say, that boy was balling. So that's how the game goes now. We know it. When I grew up, they had Cow High Sports and Athlon Sports. Remember those magazines you had to turn? Where am I? Where am I? Now you just grab your phone, type in your own name. It show you everybody, every publication, ESPN 300, everything, draft grades, mock drafts, etc. You know the landscape. You know how the game goes. And you know who knows the game better than even I and you? LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James. So we're in a position where LeBron James, let me grab my mic. I don't want my mic that low. We're in a position where LeBron James is actually sitting there acting dumbfounded. Like, what? What they doing? They talking about my boy. So LeBron caught wind of Bronny ain't necessarily balling at the next level. Golly, our expectations are absurd. He's a freshman at USC that had a great recruiting class. Even though they're not that good, let's just say it may take some time. This microwave mentality, maybe the expectation's been set because of his last name. Maybe the expectation's been set because of his game. Maybe the expectation's been set because people just see that's your son. We've done it before. You know, remember we thought Michael Jordan's son was going to be a beast? All right. I told y'all always think like this. If the player was good, their child can be great. If the player was great, the chances their child are just going to be good. That's how it goes. I don't know why Ken Griffey Sr. was good and Ken Griffey Jr. was great, right? Dale Curry was good, hella good. And then Steph is great, great. And then Michael Jordan was great. His son is. And why y'all so mad at that? Like, God dang, success is not just athletics, not just doing what your daddy did and do it better. I had a breakfast yesterday with a man who was very well off, who looks at his kids who are doing things he's not done in his life. Y'all should be proud of that. They can still make it to the top of the mountain. And everybody I know that got a gang of money, I'm gonna break it up into a pie chart. 85% of them did not go pro. 50% of them weren't even athletic. Like the people I know that got commas and commas, 9 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures. Man, ain't no athletes like that. There's a few of them, of course, but y'all losing out, man. Look around. Go to a YPO meeting. First of all, you can't go because they ain't invited your ass, but I got to speak at one. But point is, look in the audience. I don't see any Denver Nuggets. These cats got hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, some of them billions of dollars. So stop putting all that pressure on your itty bitties to be just like you but better, or they got to be an athlete, got to be an entertainer. That ain't the only way to make money. Fame and fortune. It should be fortune and fame because the fortune's more important. Anyway, let's get to what LeBron said in criticism to the critics. Let's put that up right there. LeBron with a message to the basketball world about Bronny 100. That's one of my favorite emojis right there. It says, can y'all please just let the kid be a kid and enjoy basketball, college basketball? You didn't. No, stop. LeBron didn't go to college. You skipped all that. Let's talk. The work and results will ultimately do the talking no matter what he decides to do. If y'all don't know, he doesn't care what a mock draft says, but his daddy does. He just works. Earn, not given. Okay, y'all know I love LeBron. That's the GOAT. To preface it with a butt statement. But let's just break down this. The way I look at people, the way I look at life is I slice it up. I love most of all people. There's a couple people who are below the equator. But most people, I love them. Here's the thing I don't like. Certain things they do. I love LeBron. LeBron knows that. I just saw him at a game a week or two ago. We saluted, gave each other love, all that. I love LeBron. Here's what I don't like right here. One, just in general, to give this response. He's since deleted this tweet, they said, which lets you know somebody either got to him or he got to himself. It's like, damn. I am tripping. I am a little sensitive on this one. For good reason, but you're still in the wrong. Okay, so let's read it one more time. Can y'all please just let the kid be a kid? No, he's not a kid anymore. He's in college. Them suckers getting paid. You can go to war. So he ain't a kid anymore like that. He ain't an itty bitty kid. Let's just say that. And enjoy college basketball. You got to enjoy life through criticism. Stop saying enjoy college basketball, which means a pure existence of you not having anybody hating on you. What? That's life. We're going to talk about that later. So anyway, the work and results will ultimately do the talk and preach no matter what he decides. We know to do. Yep. If y'all don't know, he doesn't care what a mock draft says. Yes, he does. He's building that muscle to learn how to deal with it. But we all care. What? You want to be number one. No one ever raised their hand to be an underdog. No one ever raised their hand to be undrafted. Not a soul. They learn how to deal with it. They learned how to use it as fuel, but nobody wanted that gas at first. Too damn high. Underdog gas costs too much. Man, I got to work way harder than him and do more, and coach ain't even tripping, and nobody thinks much of me, and I got to stand in the back of the line and get only 1 rep. They get 10 reps. They make 10 mistakes. They still look good. I make 1 great play. Yeah, do it again at the back of the line. Nobody wants to be an underdog. Y'all got to stop saying these words without meaning. Underdog? Undrafted? Hell no. I've seen it. It ain't worth it. So, yes, he does care. However, because he's LeBron James' son, Mr. Bronny, he going to learn real fast how to deal with it if he hasn't already. But he cares. Don't lie about it. He just works. I'll give you that. You can work. And that's the point. Work through the headwinds. These are just headwinds. Okay. Well, you would think I would be done with this topic right now, but I saw somebody out there, Emmanuel Acho, who I am very familiar with. Used to work with him for 2 years at FS1. Y'all know that. He had his take on this. So let's give my man Acho his time on my show about LeBron James. Let's bring that up. How you doing?
LeBron James, you got to remember, you can't call for attention and hang up, and that's what he's trying to do with Bronny. He called for attention. LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, in a Nike commercial, in a Topps commercial, in a Beats commercial. LeBron James, you can't call for attention and hang up. You called for attention. The phone is still ringing for Bronny. If I'm not mistaken, you said, man, Bronny better than some of these kids I've been watching on NBA League Pass today. It's lightweight, hilarious. Crying, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. So, Bron, you already said that your son was better than current NBA players. You got your son in Nike commercials and Topps commercials and Beats commercials. You got your son in all types of commercials, and now you want to hang up when the attention has been called for him. You can't do it, particularly, Bron, when you're the one who called for the attention. So I have no issue with what LeBron James said. I just have to remind him that you can't call for attention and hang up, and you've called for Bronny's attention for the last 5 to 10 years now.
10. Damn, stole my grandma damn Wileyism 10 times. Nah, me and Acho did talk about that off camera one time. I was like, I don't mind you stealing my Wileyisms. But it does hit different when you use them for emphasis that many damn times. Like, all right, said you could have it once. You can borrow it. It's like you imagine you let somebody borrow something and you see them wear it every day. You be like, oh, dang, dog. Give it back. Because it looks fresh to you now, right? Yeah, my grandma hit me with that one. You can't call for attention and hang up. That's real. Damn it. Love it. Here's the thing. Acho ain't wrong. My grandma ain't wrong. He took what my grandma said. Bron blurred the lines between being a dad and being a baller. Because when you're a baller, you're heartless. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you're mindless. That means you're in that zone. You got that Leroy, that glow. You ain't even thinking. You don't even hear 80,000 or LeBron case 20,000. You don't hear jack. You don't see nothing. You don't see no cheerleaders, no fine girls, nobody at the snack stand. You don't see no teammates. You just see game. Oh, it's the best. But you're always heartless. I mean, I don't care about you. Like, it's so funny. I coach little kids and I watch them. They are like scared to show how great they are. It takes them a second because they don't want to stand out. You know, like adults don't want to leave the pack. Imagine kids, especially when they know the kid. It's like, it's weird. You see this little song and dance where they're like, oh, it's okay. I don't want you to be mad at me tomorrow when we're playing with our Beyblades. I'm like, man, whoop his butt. And then shake his hand after and get some Rice Krispie treats. Let's go. So anyway, I can see it right here. Bron blurred the lines between being a dad and being a baller. Because if you're a dad, you don't want to hear anything bad about your itty bitties. Be real. Me too. However, I have learned to embrace any criticism that comes my son's way properly. Don't come at my son like he Cam Newton. I'm coming back, grabbing your butt like Cam grabbed them boys. And, okay, let me just say it right now. I need to adjust my Cam take. I know. I've heard some things. Yeah, people told me, and I was like, I don't care. I'm going to say, put some respect on Cam's name. But Cam, you need to put some respect on others as well. All right, we'll get to that another time. Point being, these itty bitties show you what happens when they become full-grown adults. LeBron doesn't need to protect Bronny in this way. I think that's why he deleted the tweet. He needs to make sure that even when things are coming at his son ill-intended, you got to learn to make lemonade, man. You got to make sure your kids, two roles of a parent, help them make lemonade. That doesn't mean I don't want any lemons. You need lemons for lemonade. You need a lot of sugar too, though, right? But you need lemons. Lemons are coming, part of it. And the second thing is the same thing, but a different concept. Make sure your kids have the reflexes to get back up, to be great counterpunchers. Oh, they threw one? Wow. Throw one back. Oh, they threw another one? Floyd Mayweather with it. Pat, pat. Little pat packs. Floyd don't go like this. Miss. Big ass tweet. He go like this. Points. That's all you got to do, Bronny. Keep working. Don't worry. I was not even on an NFL prospect list as a junior going to be a senior in college. Nope, wasn't. And then all of a sudden I saw my name finally. Went to the library, that big ass computer with the big butt. And I'm like, my name was at the bottom, like undrafted, like to watch. Like they had rounds 1 through 7, undrafted players to watch. Watch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you something. Watch. So Bronny, keep working, man. Daddy, don't be sensitive as a dad. And remember, you're a baller. You the GOAT in my eyes. Stop playing, man. Stop going down to that level. So I think he also has a little bit of, look, you're LeBron James, you got power. And we know power corrupts. And absolute power, Corrupts, absolutely. And they got LeBron because he's a pseudo GM. He can make moves. He can make things happen. He can make a team draft damn Bronny and then go to that team. Y'all know it's real. So just be careful, man. Make the little man tough. Because if you think this is something, oh, this is what people think about you in your future, don't have him being sensitive to that level of distance, that level of, it's not even consequential. It doesn't even matter. Like if they right or wrong, neither one matters, right? If people are right guessing about you and wrong guessing about you, why does it matter, right? LeBron doesn't need them or Bronny doesn't need them to get a job. Mock draft people don't give you jobs. They influence some people, but not all, because game, recognized game. You keep balling, your ass gonna get drafted. Simple as that. So did LeBron make a mistake by pulling his son's name out in that tweet in the media and going to get his back? Yeah, I think everybody gonna agree with that. Somebody give me an argument to the other side. Like, no, you need to do that. Put some respect on your kid's name. Let me hear that argument. You'll be out there fighting all day if you're trying to keep those haters off you. And also, how you feel about, like, is he still a kid? Or do you think he's an adult and he better be ready? Because in college, you're already there. What do y'all think about that? And what do y'all think about Bronny as a player? Is he a baller? Is he going to be a baller? Is he an NBA player? Is he an NBA prospect? Beat it up in the comments. Let's talk to it. All right, let's talk about these comedians, these sensitive-ass comedians. People are talking about them right now, right? I love comedy. Y'all know me. I believe in levity. So no matter what you tell me, seriously, I don't care what it is. It could be your mama died, because my mama died. There's a part of me that will continue to always try to laugh at the pain. So there's a part of me that's going to try to find something light in that. Whether it's like, all right, you dog, be strong, stay strong, all of that. But you remember when your mama said, like, I'm not going to just lay down and say life's over. I'm not, because I know when life's over. I won't be able to say I'm laying down. It's over, right? So until that day, I will say something to pick you up, to lighten the moment and to lighten your spirit. So that's how I roll. Well, comedians used to take that role and not just make it particular to you, individual, but to the world at large, to society at large. They used to make light of everything. Everything. Everything was a joke. Bad, good, hard, tough, didn't matter. You sensitive, even more jokes coming your way. That's what I love about comedy. I love clowning people, dog. That's why I'm like, oof, oof. I better not have one of these little tit for tat beasts with somebody. I'm going to light their ass up because I like joking. And I like joking when you don't want to joke. The less you want to joke, the more I'm enticed to do it. So I'm like, come on, let's joke. Well, we're losing our jokesters. Yep, we're losing our professional jokesters. They're getting scared. They're getting sensitive. They're getting pushed back. They're getting canceled. Oh, it's getting real out there. So, caught some sound of them talking about this because I felt it too, damn it. And I didn't like it. So let's pull that up right now, these sensitive comedians out here in these streets.
But has comedy gotten entirely too sensitive? And how do we get back to a place where we allow our comedians and our comics to be the people that can speak on the hard topics and deliver it in a manner where we can use it as a healing force,
right? And
at the same time be able to laugh at ourselves and move forward.
We got to get rid of phones in the comedy clubs. Point blank, period. Because every sensitive topic that a comedian have said has been something viral from a comedy club. Yeah. And a comedy club, that's considered the underground to us. Right. We're there, we're working out, we're trying new things, we're trying to get material off. When you shoot a special, we know it's going to go out to millions. But when you just at a comedy club, you know it's just them, a couple hundred people there, and you're just working on your delivery, you're working on your stage presence, you're working on the material. You got to find the witty and the creativity into the joke to make it stand out, make it be funny.
Ah, he said something there. Watch this lesson. Watch this thing, how this thing gonna twist and come into play into sports as well. Okay, I love that. Shout out to Lou Will, too. That's my dog. We was on the flight together. Ain't it weird when you see somebody like Lou Will, the homie, but like I'm a fan of Lou Will. Lou Will, what? Woo, Lou Will and Jamal Crawford used to do that thing for them Clippers. Anyway, these are the consequences of PC culture. Yes, we are here. The cocktail party, excuse me, has spilled over. All you sensitive ass people at the cocktail party, y'all know who they are. They're the quiet ones. When someone says something, you're like, what? Silly? What? Or they're the ones that only say one side of the story, usually the liberal progressive side. I know I'm on both sides. I go everywhere. And, you know, as much as people don't want to admit it, people are on both sides of every issue. People are. I'm just fearless or open or exposed to both sides so often. And I'm listening. And I notice when you don't say anything around them because you just don't want to deal with the smoke. I know. And I like smoke. I've been having asthma since I was born, so I can breathe through it. Bad air is just what I'm used to. Limited air is what I'm used to. Bronchitis too, damn it. So the point is, I listen to people and then I watch their mannerisms and I'm like, oh man, they got you silent. You complicit to what he said. And then everybody's on this side or everybody is quiet, which means now is the majority, overwhelming the other side. No matter what the issue. Sometimes it's a loud conservative roar, right? And then you barely hear the opposition. But usually you always hear the left side, the liberal side, right? That's how the game goes. So what happened? That starts spilling into the comedy culture. So now you notice even comedians that still go there, they go there like this. Oh, all right, I hear y'all. Oh, well, you gonna cancel me now? Oh, it's quiet in here. They know. Watch a Bill Burr or something. Ooh, I love Bill Burr. Shout out to him and the family. They know I love him. Dog. Watch. Even him, he's like, oh, really? That's the one that got you? I mean, it's just crazy, right? So it's funny. All of them are cognizant of it, and some of them have been conditioned by it. And now we got it where you go to a comedy club and the disruption, like we saw Donnell Rollins, when he went at Corey Holcomb, the homie, and then he was like, that's viral. That's big news. But I love how he said, let's talk about protecting the comedy club. And this reminds me of sports. The same thing happened in sports. We lost the protection of practice in sports. Like the comedy club is practice, right? There's 100 people there, whatever it may be, right? They doing that to go on tour, to go in arenas and stadiums and Netflix specials. They just doing all that material to see how it works, work it out. Practice, right? Just like in sports, remember? You know, Wednesday practice, Thursday practice, Friday practice. And do any of y'all athletes remember when practice flipped, switched, and practice became performance? Y'all remember that day? I hated that day. I remember when practice used to be, it really was in the 80s, practice used to be, come here and do the things you know you're not that good at, but you're going to get good at them. All the stuff you already know how to do, save it for the game. We got you. All the stuff you can't do, that left hand layup, right? Run left and cut right. I know you know how to run right and cut left. All that stuff. We used to practice it, and coach wasn't grading like that. But what happened is, job security for these coaches, microwave mentality. Win now, coach. All right, so now I need guys who can perform. Well, I can't wait to the game to see who can perform, because if I wait to the game, guess what happens? We may lose the game because he can't perform. So I'm going to make him perform in practice. So now in practice, all you're doing is more of the same, more of what you're already good at. How is that going to balance you out? So that's what happened. So now he's saying basically take these phones away, because these critics are watching these videos and killing the culture of comedy, where that's where the comedian is supposed to work out his material and be racy and be on the edges and be on the extremes. I love that point, bringing it all home right there. So what's going to save it? We just going to have very few. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. It ain't going to be like this whole cultural revolution. People ain't going to get courageous because the incentives are too great to say what everyone else is saying or say nothing at all. I told y'all the vault of text messages I have of some of the stuff that has been said publicly or some of the stuff I've said that people are like, yes. And then they go on their platforms and they say nothing or they say no. It is what it is. And I ain't taking no food out of nobody's mouth. So, hey, do what y'all do. So what do y'all think? You think we get back to allowing comics to be gangster with their words on both sides, or you think this is just the new norm like I think it is? And then what do you think about all this beef with the comedians? I love it. First of all, I never understood why we didn't get here earlier. Comedians talk about everything, everybody. Why not each other? Y'all that insecure? Y'all that scared? Talk about each other. Ooh-wee. It would have been crazy to see like when Eddie Murphy passed the baton to like Martin Lawrence, and Eddie was like, "No, you little ass mother," like, you know what I'm saying? And they just went at it. Like that's what I want. Dog, ain't nothing funnier than two funny people. It's funny when they talk about us, but that's one funny person, and then you. What happens when it's two funny people? Oh man, the jokes, the Joneses. So let it go. All right, y'all. Let's switch gears right now. You know, every show I got to inspire. I got to make sure we leave on that positive note. We got to do something good. So let's talk about what Phylicia Rashad. First of all, she ain't got to say much, right? Golly, is she the most beautiful, wholesome person ever? She got Sade beat. Like, who else is in that category? You know what I'm talking about. Like, you don't think they got a past. You don't think they ever did anything wrong. You just look at them and be like, wow, she's wholesome. She's so beautiful. Oh, she was everybody's mama. Oh, man, I love me some Phylicia Rashad. Shout out to her. Anyway, she was talking about what you need to control in life, and you know it's yourself. Let's listen to Phylicia Rashad break this down.
I don't ever see myself in a position of controlling how other people think or how other people view me. That's just never going to happen. I think what's most important is how I see myself and what I know of myself, my true self. I think that's what's important. Everything else is just everything else. It isn't necessarily what's really real. People see you in one light or another depending on the way they think and the way they see. It has nothing to do with the truth of who you really are.
Oh, first of all, golly, and I don't care. I am the one. She is beautiful, golly. And then two, her voice is even better. Like she's just, oh, you imagine just hearing her just say goodnight. And you're like, oh, mommy, night, night. You're like, she is just perfect. Love her. And what she said, I love it. Here we go, y'all. Control what you can control and control what you truly know is what she said. You learn that in sports like anywhere else in life. I can only do what I can do, right? You play sports, you're a running back. Oh man, all I can do is make people miss and get the ball and try and move the ball down the field. I can't block. I'm a running back on this play, right? There's times when I am the one that's supposed to block. And then if I'm the one that's supposed to block, I can't run the ball, right? You just learn these roles. And there's so many micro roles you have to have. But one macro role you need to have is to control what you can't control. And then another subordinate role is control what you truly know. You know yourself. I'm working on this on my kids right now. I got a 3-year-old, 5-year-old, especially them. My 8-year-old already graduated the class because he's helping me. He's my TA. So, Dad, this is Araya, my 5-year-old. You know, 99 percentile, gigantic, but can move. Oh, she's silly. Dad, Olivia said that my shirt is ugly. And I said, is your shirt ugly? No. So why do you believe Olivia? You should hear a 5-year-old try to figure that answer. Dad, here's my 3-year-old, Olivia, Miss Personality, my itty bitty, my idiot's obidious, right? Crazy though. She don't care. Whoa, she funny. Dad, Araya said that my face is shaped weird. I said, is your face shaped weird? And then she'll literally look in the mirror. She thinking about it. She do got a peanut. I was like, no. I'll say, so why you believe Araya? It doesn't stop with itty bitties. My wife, you know, she on Housewives, right? So all that, first of all, talking about being in the swimming pool, talking about, why are you splashing? Why are you wetting me? I'm like, baby, you in a drama-filled reality show. They gonna hate your ass. I don't care what you say. You can say your ABCs and somebody say, I ain't like how she said them. She said them too fast. You're like, you in a drama show. Just take the drama, right? I wish I was the star of that show. I would run that show. Oh, first of all, I light everybody up. Y'all all come back with criticism, and I'll be like, yeah, bring more. That shit don't hurt me. How it gonna hurt you? Boy, I don't flex that muscle. So I don't understand it, but they grab the right people, the people who can't. You know that girl by the pool, and then you at the barbecue and somebody jump in and shit. Why are you splashing? Stop the splash. Why are you sitting by the pool, fool? So anyway, that's how the game go. But my wife and I had a conversation just yesterday about it. And my wife's Canadian, so I'm a stereotyper, but it's true, because all stereotypes are true. She's so nice. She is such a sweetie, but she said, she was I'm driving and we about to pull over, get to the school, and she's like, baby, can I just ask you, why are so many people so mean? And I said, and I'm trying to figure out different ways in, because I always answer it the same way. Who cares? Like that. But I'm like, I said, baby, psychosis comes from fighting reality. You'll become psychotic if you fight reality. Like, oh, gravity, I hate you. Or air, I don't need you. Like, know what is real and accept it. And here's where I brought it home. I said, baby, the first stories of life, of mankind, of human existence was God and the devil. That means you always gonna have some opposition. Oh yeah, there's always an opponent out there. That's why I love sports. That's why I talk sports, to get us to life lessons. Oh, you always gonna have somebody hating on you, rooting against you. Whatever you wanna call them, a hater, whatever you wanna call them, the other team, the other color. And I laugh, watch this. Watch how many people all day, every day talk about those people who don't who don't agree with them. Fool, don't you know that's how life is? God and devil, right? Crip and blood, whatever you want to go. There's always an opposition, right? So you just got to know that. So this is what will promote sanity. Just like, okay. And this is what I tell my kids now. So one of the things we use now is, when someone says something bad against you, you don't like it, it made you feel bad, whatever it is, they're young. They're going to learn more complex ways. But right now, I tell them to say this. Oh, you're talking funny, and walk away. So somebody come up to, now Olivia, oh, you got a peanut head. You talking funny, and walk away. 5-year-old, oh, look at you, Ryan, that shirt ugly. Oh, you talking funny, walk away. Y'all can use that one. Y'all can borrow it. Nah, matter of fact, y'all can steal it like Acho did my Wileyisms. Go ahead, y'all. Have some fun with it. All right, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about what Phylicia Rashad said, and how do you see yourself? I want to hear some real stuff in there. And why do you let people penetrate your peace? Baby, don't let them steal your joy. Why do you let that happen? Let's see what happens. And what advice would you give someone who is dealing with that, right? Tell me what you think. All right, let's get into it. All right, coming up next on Never Shut Up. Funk up some comments. Wileyism. I'm late. I'm supposed to be at a school in an hour. It ain't happening. I love you. All right, talk to y'all in a sec. Come on back on Never Shut Up. Brinks TV, Brinks, and Reach TV. What you find? Ooh, Siri, listen. Siri about that life. Welcome back to Never Shut Up. It's your boy Marcellus Wiley, just dealing with a little Murphy's Law, because if it can happen, it will happen at the worst time. That's y'all looking at me right now. But let's get into this right now, because we got to support the itty bitties in the community. That is projecttransition.org. Make sure you go there and watch the video at the end of this show, this episode. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go to projecttransition.org, leave a monthly donation. That is yours. It's just a one-time. $5. Damn, y'all leaving when y'all buying double cheeseburgers. Y'all be leaving $5 tips. Help these kids out, man, so they ain't running through your door, kick doing. Let's talk about these comments, man. Mess up some comments right here. All right, let's go to Stephen A. Smith. I'm glad that you light Stephen A. Smith up. It's much needed. Are you mad at Stephen A. Smith because he said that you are much more than that podcast? Screw Stephen A. Smith. I've noticed that 99% of your topics are about Stephen A. Smith, Acho, Ryan Clark, and Shannon. Yeah, that's not. When I talk media, it's usually them guys. Cam and Mace, a couple more. Man, set your boundaries much higher. No, this podcast stuff is like reality TV. It's mostly trash and people tear down. Lies. Reality TV promotes mostly negativity, fame chasing, and money chasing. True. Pat McAfee hit it big in this space because he had real content, views, and subscribers. The Cam Newton situation occurred because of the lack of structure in the nuclear family. Shout out to you for emphasizing family structure. Woo! Man, I would love to go to class with you. I know them teachers, man, you thought your teacher was a blood, all that red she wrote. You read 9 different subjects on here, but I like it. Let me try and break down a couple of them. I talk about nouns. You know what a noun is. Everybody knows what a noun is. Person, place, thing. Remember, then they say other. Remember that? Person, place, and thing. I'm going to talk about people. I'm going to talk about places and stuff that happens there. I'm going to talk about things, right? But I'm only talking about it to get through it, not to get to it. I don't care about you. I don't care about the person. Not in the negative way. I care about what they're trying to show us, and then we're going to go there. But if that's too complex for you, how about this? When they stop talking about LeBron, I'll stop talking about them. Notice, when they stop talking about the Dallas Cowboys, I'll stop talking about them. When they start talking about Dak Prescott, I'll stop talking about them. They talk about nouns, and I'm going to talk about nouns too. But you now in, that was dope. You now in the conversation too, because I worked in sports media, and I ain't going to lie, and you've heard it, it's on tape. I used to say, why are we up here exempt? Like we all bossing, like Dada, and we just get to talk about athletes, and we know they can't really respond because that's bad PR, messes with their money. So we could just say anything. And then I was like, and I'm noticing none of y'all even played. And then the ones that played, y'all sorry. And then the ones who were great, y'all ain't really entertaining enough because y'all keeping it too real and too pure and just trying to educate. And I was like, oh, this game all messed up. So that's the only reason I do it. No one's exempt, bruh. No one's exempt. I'm making sure that they feel what they given, right? You putting it out there, deal with what comes back there. Yes, that's the only reason. The rest of this stuff, I don't know. Podcasts are good, man. Find a good podcast. Don't do that. And Pat McAfee is great. Pat McAfee talked about nouns too, and he got great. We want me to hate on Pat McAfee? I talk about him too a lot on the show too. Yeah, bring him up because he white. Stupid. Some of these talking heads need to realize who is listening to their voice. There's a giant responsibility and weight in what you say and how you say it. Maybe because Stephen A. Smith has no kids. He doesn't think about the next generations. He is always talking about his time or the time above him, no thought of the future. I do my absolute best not to put people down in front of my kids or my players. Now, when I get home in my head, I'm calling them every bad name I can think of. You're like me. I think Stephen A. Smith does have kids, though. I've heard that. Daughters, right? I heard. Or daughter. But I have thought the same. I'm like, people who talk trash and really kill people's spirits, you're not a dream maker. You're a dream killer. Are you killing someone's dream? I always say, you ain't got no kids, do you? Because you don't really know everlasting love. Marriage ain't the deepest level of love, y'all. It's having kids. I'm just trying to tell y'all. That's why I got itty bitties. I got 4 of them. And we done. But I love my wife, but damn it, my kids, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And they're now walking around like me. They just some little badass kids like me. They walk around and say stuff like, Dad, which one would you have to save first? Which one would you want to save first? Me, or Raya, or Olivia? And I look at MJ like, I hope you can read minds because I can't answer that properly. Oh, man. Somebody give the Pelican social media team an award for best short. They picked the perfect clip of essay clowning someone that turned out to be himself. LOL. When it comes to media guys, clowning pro athletes, they do a great job of playing on the every man's emotions. Not that every man is jealous, but definitely a little envious and thinking that if we had that opportunity in the bag, we would take advantage of it. Yes! And I know that, so I'm just glad you said it. Everybody who didn't get a chance to do what they love is a little envious, a little jealous. Now, like anything, you learn to deal with it and you're not mad and you're not walking around here pissed, but you got it in you, right? If you watch somebody dance and you can't dance, there's a part of you that wishes you could dance. It's that simple. Like, you got to give people better examples so they don't feel like a hater. Every time I go to the gym or around athletics, people speak to me. I know damn well they wish they could have done what I did. And they wish they could be on that court right now like I wish. Oh, you know, every time I go to the game, I'm going to the game tonight, Lakers, Clippers, Civil War. You know who's going to win that. Clip set. We going to watch, and I'm like, I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, man, look, God knew not to make me 6'9" with all this speed and silliness. I would have been banging. If I could jump. So my issue was I just couldn't play basketball. But I was like, God made me play football because if I could play basketball, oh, look at this life. These cats be doing this. They be chilling, they be chewing gum. I wish I could play football chewing gum. They be playing, just be chewing. What? I don't think it's easier because it's hard. Them suckers be running, it's physical. I give them all that. It's just not as hard. It's not easy. It's just not as hard. Like, football hurts. Woo! I wish I was a basketball player. So that's it. All right, let's talk about Cam. Cam is not taken seriously by some because of his eclectic hair and fashion. It's sad. He is trying to give back to the ones that want to be in the NFL as he was, but instead of being grateful, they disrespect him. In return, he should disregard them. It's not going to get better because he's seen as a mark now. This could have turned even more nasty. Maybe next time it will. It's not worth it. We all see him numerous times trying to help so he can disregard in peace. Yeah, all that's true. But I do a lot in the community too. Not gonna compare myself to Cam, but there's a moment of truth in every encounter. You can avoid it. You can take the high road. You can take the low road. You can make light of the road you're on. But this is what I want to say, because I do think people disrespect Cam, but I do now see Cam is disrespecting them too. Too many people have told me, and look, this is conjecture to a point. I don't see those videos, but people will tell me Cam got words for these people too. And on that video I did see, and my boy sent me because he was there, the extended version, looked like Cam did grab that dude first. Now, y'all can show me a video longer than that one, but it looked like he grabbed that dude first. And in that situation, are you really starting something or are you trying to stop something? Ask yourself that. So that's why I don't get into fights. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I just walk away. Sometimes somebody wins. Oh, look at Wiley, he a punk or something. Maybe. I'm not getting shot. Oh, look at Wiley, he ain't shit. I thought he was tough. No, I don't care if you think I'm tough. Put a hand on me. You're going to find out how tough it is to get it off. So, man, I think Cam is a little more guilty than we thought at first, or at least let me be clear that I thought at first. Man, as a black man in my 60s, the conduct of these young black men hits me straight in the gut. Your Cam take is right on the spot. I agree with every alphabet that came out of your mouth. To add that to emotional intelligence is real. Yeah, look, emotional intelligence doesn't mean you win every argument, every conversation, every moment. Like, you're smart enough to know when to walk away, know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away. Walk away and be a punk. I'll be a punk that's alive than a dead tough guy any day. Raise your hand if you want to be a punk that's alive. Come on. Oh, this Manziel. Let's talk about my best player and captain my first year coaching had an unbelievable game where he scored 35 with 10 assists and 8 rebounds. Kid couldn't miss. We met up for a reunion last year and he said, Coach, you know I was high for that game, right? Still can't believe it. But to Marcellus' point, everyone is wired differently. Yeah. Look, I'm not telling my son to stay up all night and party and do it, the Jordan rules. I'm not saying that. But I'm also not going to let my son tell me, oh, Daddy, the reason why I didn't play well and I'm not good is because I'm partying too hard. I was like, nah, you're not outworking your partying. Everyone parties to some degree, son. You got to outwork your party, fool. And look, it's easy to stay focused when you ain't got nothing else going on. The hard part is doing both. Go ahead, live your life, brother. You ain't getting your 20s back. And you ain't gonna get them 20-year-old girls you chasing back either. Let's stop. Yeah, you will. You keep your money, you will. Absolutely. All right, y'all know how we finish every show with a Wileyism. Yeah. The way you see me is a you problem. I like that one, right? Who gonna steal that one? Who gonna steal that one? Who is it? Who on the set? Joy? Shady? Acho? The way you see me is a you problem. I will admit, this is not 100% foolproof truth, because I can make you also see me in a positive, realistic, truthful light. But this is more for when y'all hating, when y'all wrong, when y'all ain't seeing the full picture, because no one sees your full picture. You don't believe me? Exhibit A, your closet. Everyone has a closet. Don't go in my closet. Skeletons, right? So the way you see me is a you problem. We walk around with this 37% of intelligence about each other and judge each other by that. Y'all don't know LeBron James. Me either. I ain't been to LeBron's house. I know LeBron, itty bitty, more than probably y'all. That's it. I don't know LeBron like Rich Paul, like Carter, Maverick. You know what I mean? Come on. So the point is, and even them, he still got that Exhibit A. And they got their Exhibit A. So the point is, we walk around here with this limited knowledge judging each other. All that should make you say is, maybe they don't see the full picture, so therefore the way you see me is a you problem. Because you don't see it all. And I'm not going to give it all to you because I don't trust you. No, I don't trust you with every thought, everything I've been through. No, I don't. So it goes both ways. You haven't given them the proper information to judge, and their judgment, lazy, simple, incomplete. So I come to a conclusion that don't trip. Y'all can do it too, trust me. Like Bronny is learning, little Bronny James is learning how don't matter what y'all talking about, I'm still gonna be me. I want y'all to all take a collective deep breath. Next time you hear that hate, like Olivia, the little pea head, and Araya, her ugly ass shirt, I want y'all to say, hey, the way you see me is a you problem. That'll do it for today's episode. Never Shut Up. Love you guys, man. Make sure you go to projecttransition.org. Also, make sure you go to Brinks TV, Brinks.tv. I'll give you 1,000 free Brinks bucks. Got love for what we're doing over here. Yes. That's it. I gotta go. Go have an amazing day. Go talk to these high schoolers if they still in school.
Stage a lot faster. Oh, I'm so honored. I'm so inspired to be here, and thanks Shine Global for this award, to be recognized for doing the right thing, to be recognized for doing good things, and trying to inspire others for their own greatness. I'm just a kid from Compton who, at an early age, had to look inside to find my opportunities, because on the outside, there were so many whispers and sometimes yells of I couldn't make my dreams a reality. And thought that was very unfortunate, but I was thankful that I never internalized that chorus that was around me. I was a kid that understood that you had to be greater than your greatest excuse. And I had a lot of excuses. I had a lot of reasons to have self-doubt. But I was able to develop my inner power, discover that inner power, and make sure that I showed the world exactly who I wanted to be. And it was really simple for me. It was to make my dreams a reality. There was nothing more to it. And as I now stand here, just a few miles from where I grew up, where that adversity still is strong, and as we see through these movies, that it's worldwide, not just in our locale. You see the suffering, you see the gangs, you see the drugs, you see the poverty. And there's always one common escape. It's that inner power, it's that ambition. It's having a voice that's louder than those surrounding voices. And I'm on a mission, a global mission, to make sure that inner power inspires all to not only give, but to receive the blessings that come from giving. And I'm up here right now as a guy who's challenging everyone to give their 3 T's. That's time, That's talent and that's treasure. Human capital, financial, whatever it may be. Let's invest in each other because we all have to coexist here together. And as I look around and I have a foundation that really inspires these kids to become their greatest version of themselves and to look in the mirror to make sure that they're greater than their greatest excuse. It gives me my greatest passion. I was a kid who wanted to be a school teacher, but because of my height, weight, and speed, I became a football player. So I took that helicopter ride up as high as I could, but as I was ascending, I never forgot that I was once one of those fork-in-the-road kids who was shot at many times, who had to navigate around adversity every single day, who had to waste so much of his brain power just trying to get home every day. And so many experiences that sometimes you become desensitized to. But in reality, that is someone else's reality. So I'm so thankful to stand in front of all of you guys as an example of the kids that we're trying to affect, the underserved, the underprivileged, those who are told that their hardships are greater than who they are. But hopefully we can inspire them all to look inward, because everything they want out there is already in here. Appreciate you guys.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right. Get a 125% sign-up bonus, and to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we're giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.